Hello to all you good people. I'm having a fabulous time on this investigative journey about Sagilyfe, and I hope you are finding this information useful too. By the way, have you downloaded the Workday app on your phones? I have, and it is super cool. So far, we've seen Sagilyfe only from the eyes of an employee. What about people leaders in the organization? Does Sagilyfe bring some relief to our team leaders, managers, and senior leadership? Or does it put more load on their already busy schedules? Let's find out.
Now that our associates, advocates, they're on Sagilyfe, they're using this and making the connections simpler, their concerns quickly solved. This is a big relief. It takes up a lot of your admin work, right? You just have to be on the system, be an expert in the system in Sagilyfe so you can look at the request, review the request, and approve the requests. And with this happening, this gives you and me a lot of time on hand to do the right thing, which is connect with people, engage with people, and inspire people to set higher benchmarks. So as leaders, the faster, the better, the deeper we adopt and become experts in Sagilyfe, the better management outcomes can be expected.
You see, every people leader is an employee too, but every employee is not a people leader. Let's find out what people leaders can do on Sagilyfe over and above their employee role-related activities. Starting with Core HCM.
People leaders will be required to review requests for time off, information changes, and even resignations from their direct reports. In some cases, the information provided by the employee may not be sufficient to approve or reject the request. In these cases, leaders can return the request to the employee and ask for more information. In a request for resignation, the leader may find the last day submitted by the employee is inaccurate. In this case, the leader can send the request back to the employee for correction. In the case we are successful at retaining an employee, the leader can mark the employee as retained in the system.
Now, all these things used to happen outside the system earlier. So the question is, why need a system for all this now?
Sagilyfe keeps an audit trail of every transaction, so once captured, it's available in the system for life. Each employee's information, including job changes and even training history, is in the system for current and future leaders to view.
This convenience and transparency was missing so far. Thanks to Sagilyfe, we have it now. Let's see what else is there for people leaders to do.
In some cases, employees are terminated involuntarily. In these cases, the leader should initiate the request for an involuntary separation in the system, then it will flow to the next level manager for review and approval. When an employee is absconding or abandoning a job, as it is known in some places, there is an AWOL or an absent without leave process to be followed. Sagilyfe follows a maker-checker approach before any such transactions are done.
Well, they've thought of everything. Let's see what else is there.
When moving an employee to another team or into a new role without a change to compensation, the leader should initiate a change job request. This request flows to the new leader, who will accept the employee onto the team. Only then will the employee transfer to the new role. During the entire process, the current leader can view the status at all times in the system.
That's great! Transparency is one of a major thing that Sagilyfe brings in. One of the things that people leaders do is to review a new employee during probation period. Does this happen on the system now?
In places where applicable, people leaders can now update their review of the employee during the probation period. This helps in making the decision about confirmation of the employee before the probation period ends.
In case you haven't noticed so far, Sagilyfe has freed up people leaders' time by allowing their associates and agents to do their own stuff on the system. Now that time will be utilized for better people management, which in fact is their core job. Okay, let's explore more. Let's find out what is the role of people leaders in managing leaves and time for their employees.
The Sagilyfe system offers a comprehensive and integrated platform that empowers the team leads with ability to track and manage leave requests and statuses of their employees. It gives them hassle-free access to all critical information, such as number of leaves available and the employee's leave history. This highly efficient setup aids team leaders in making informed decisions regarding the approval of leave requests.
I think this information can also help the employees to work together as a team. With the help of their team leader, they can create a cohesive leave plan that does not disrupt the work.
Beyond leave status and requests, the SagiLife system also provides leaders with clear visibility of their team's time schedules, as well as assessment of employee performance against those schedules. This valuable data assists team leaders in making performance reviews more precise and providing targeted coaching where necessary.
I am particularly impressed by the AI tools that are going to be used for time data. All this information is so helpful for us people managers.
Despite the advanced record-keeping mechanism in place, it is plausible that certain elements like an employee's absence for training or client interaction may be overlooked. For such instances, our system is equipped with an efficient time correction provision. An employee can initiate this feature to correct any discrepancies in their time schedule. Consequently, the leader can review the request and decide on its approval.
I think SagiLife system and its processes are designed for people leaders to do their job more efficiently and effectively. Let's move ahead. People leaders are also often involved in recruitment. Let's find out how it will happen on SagiLife.
The recruitment and onboarding process normally have several touch points. There are candidates, hiring managers, assessments, interviews, offers, negotiations, and whatnot. On SagiLife, there is a clear role and responsibility assigned to everybody who's involved, which keeps the process streamlined and transparent. People leaders play a significant role in recruitment of their team members. As a hiring manager, we can create a requisition for lateral hiring, make changes in it, and also freeze it if required. We would also be taking approve or reject decisions on the requisition created by our line managers. On a single click, the job openings for these requisitions can be posted both on internal and external platforms like IJP portal, job posting sites, manpower vendors. Then, as hiring managers, we will also be sharing our interview feedback, reviewing assessments, and approving appointments, all on SagiLife system. While doing all this, we are creating an audit trail of whatever is happening in the recruitment lifecycle, so that relevant information can be accessed anytime we want. As hiring managers, we often have bulk hiring requirements. Thankfully, we will have support from our recruitment team for that. The recruitment process on SagiLife has been streamlined as per the ground reality for every geography.
As a hiring manager, we're always in the dark about what is happening on recruitment. SagiLife gives us a clear visibility on the status, and if required, we can speed up the process by identifying the bottlenecks. So far, so good. Let's see what people leaders can do about compensation and benefits.
Compensation and benefits is a specialized field, so most of the actions in this track are with HR compensation and benefits, or in Workday, this is a compensation partner role. But as a people leader, you have the option to propose salary changes and one-time payments for your employees, but you have to do that in the system. The request will then go to the bucket of the specialist to review it and analyze it against the bigger framework of Comp and Ben. Then the request will go through the approved matrix of approvers or the workflow approvers. If you're a cost center owner, then the requests for the employees in your cost center will go to your bucket for approval.
Guys, compensation and benefits is indeed a complicated subject which is best left to the experts. It is nice that as people leaders, we do have a formal channel to recommend changes for our employees and get visibility on the process. Now, let's learn what role do we have as people leaders on the LMS.
A team is as good as its team members. A leader, therefore, has a job to ensure that the people are adequately skilled for their job, and not just that. There is also a responsibility to develop the skills of people to make them ready for greater complex roles in the future. SagiLife helps people leaders by giving them 360-degree view of their employees' developmental activities on the learning management system through multiple reports. They can enroll the participants in different courses. They can also drop the enrollment from a course if they feel it's not apt for them. In short, they can be in control of learning administration for themselves and the teams.
So, there you have it. In terms of what is there in SagiLife for people leaders, the answer is that there is a lot. Some of the important takeaways are Sagilyfe frees up people leaders from acting on behalf of their employees. The system also returns their focus on people management activities, which is anyway their core job. In doing this, they can raise, review, and take decisions which helps them manage their teams and workflows better. All of this provides transparency, convenience, and power in hands of the people leaders in their day-to-day activities. There are still some more what's to be explored. In fact, this system is born to be explored. Let's just log in and do that. Till next time, here is Mona signing off. Ciao. Adios amigos. See you soon.